Congrats to Missouri. They did what they needed to do to win the football game. Proud of our guys and the way they came in here and competed. We expected to win this football game. Disappointed that we didn't. Just told them in the locker room, when you get outrushed 285 to -9, you're not going to win. When you are in the red zone like we were and went backwards, it's going to be hard to win. When you have, once again, 14 penalties, it's going to be hard to win. When you have opportunities to make plays and we don't get it done, it's going to be hard to win. And having said all that, we had the lead going into the fourth quarter, and we weren't able to finish. I thought our defense did a good job of stopping them and getting the ball back for us. Credit that kicker. I know he's their backup kicker after the starter got hurt. We disappointed to give up an explosive run on first down when they got in plus territory, but then we stopped them on 3 plays, forced the field goal. Credit that guy coming in as a backup kicker and making that. But not enough good to win the game, but got the lead going into the fourth quarter, and we weren't able to finish, which is disappointing. Injury-wise, obviously we had a lot of them tonight. Kaysen got hurt on the first play. DQ had a little bit of a quad contusion that flared up in pregame warmups, and City couldn't go. And then we had some guys get banged up during the game. Questions?
Shane, 14 penalties. I mean, as a coach going into the next week, how do you work on that? Is it just a one at a time, or say it's one bad night and just got to get through it?
I think it's hard to say it's one bad night when we've had the number of pre-snap penalties that we've had. And it wasn't just the offense tonight, David. It was the offense. It was the special teams not snapping a ball because we couldn't hear, kicking a ball out of bounds. I mean, those are pre-snap penalties too. So the definition of insanity is continue to do the same thing over and over again. So when you have 14 penalties on the road, something's got to change, starting with me.
Along with that, with missed tackles, just how much of a backbreaker is that in this type of game, especially on that go-ahead touchdown?
Yeah, just really, really, really disappointing. I mean, we've said it all week. You got to get 11 hats to the ball on this guy and tackle him and give them credit. I mean, when you run for 285, you run for 285, but a lot of those are because of, missed tackles or losing leverage or whatever it might be. So all 11, all 11 got to get there.
Yeah. Shane, with some of the stuff on offense is really good and some really bad. Some of those sacks seem like Moore's probably hung on the ball too long. What do you say to him when you got to kind of toe that line with him doing something spectacular, but
you got to get rid of the ball, and that's what I told him. I mean, he's made a ton of plays for us, obviously, but some of those things, it's not there. You got to throw it away, and he knows that.
At halftime, it seemed like everything was going wrong, and you still had a lead. I mean, what was kind of the vibe of your guys coming out of the break and then getting that stop in the third quarter?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I told him at halftime. Is you're on the road in the SEC. We've not played good enough football at the half, but we're right where we need to be. We needed to get off to a good start. I think it was scoreless at the end of the first quarter, maybe, or we were right there. And then you go to the half, you feel pretty good about things, and that's what I told our guys, that at halftime I didn't think they could cover our receivers because we had made a lot of plays in the passing game, and I didn't. And I felt like we would be able to continue to throw the ball downfield and get that running game going because of the threat of our receivers and passing game downfield. And and that was the vibe at halftime, that defense, you're going out there first, let's get a stop, but we're right where we need to be, and we got to go play better in the second half. But we felt good about it because it was one of those, we haven't played great, and here we are. Just imagine if we can clean all this stuff up and go do that. And then, you get out there in the third quarter, and we started the second half the way we needed to. And then we just didn't finish, and that's what is sickening. Is you look at the second to last drive on offense after the defense stopped them and we got the ball back. I mean, it was 3 plays, and there's opportunities there to make plays. We ran the quarterback counter into the boundary, and we don't block the corner or the safety, and which is just it can't happen. And then second down, I think we throw a ball down the field and we stop running. And then third down, we got a guy wide open across the middle, and we're not able to connect. So we talked about it. I mean, when Kansas came here, Kansas in the fourth quarter, they had a drive, and they had opportunities to make plays, and there was a third down over on the visiting team sideline where they got a guy wide open, and I don't mean to knock the Kansas guy, but they didn't convert. And we showed the players that tape on Tuesday morning that when you're on the road in the SEC, you've got to make plays, offense, defense, and special teams, and we did not make enough plays tonight.
Shane, specifically with the sack Lenore took on first and goal there, I know you guys got 3 on that possession, but just how much of a momentum killer is that when you guys are right there, not able to get it in Missouri, obviously?
Yeah, that's hard, Jack. That was the one we were in the little play action, right? The I formation. Yeah, I mean, it's just every team in America runs it. We know you're going to get man coverage down there. Typically, that's what they play. We had a little, big personnel group where play that everybody in America runs. What John Gruden used to call Spider 2 wide banana or whatever. I mean, it's this corner route, fullback in the flat, and then we had a little mesh concept for man coverage, and it's a bang play, and it's there or it's not, and if it's not, we got to get rid of the ball, and you got 3 more plays because hell, I'm probably going to go for it on fourth down because of where we were, and that's what just can't, that's what we can't do.
Shane, you mentioned that when stuff kind of keeps, heaping like this, you guys have something to change. How easy is it to do that within a week, to try to get it all fixed before the next game?
It's a challenge, but that's what we get paid to do. You got to be able to. We got to look at everything, schematically, personnel, everything that we're doing. I mean, we've unfortunately we've been here before, and we're 2-2. We're a third of the way through the regular season. We're not where we need to be right now. We're coming back home on Saturday night for another SEC game. We need to get better this week, and that's all you can do is sit here and look at where you can be better at, and continue to attack that and work. We're a third of the way through. We've been a team that's always gotten better as the season goes, and confident that this year will be no different. And nobody thought we'd be sitting here 2-2, and we know the schedule doesn't get any easier, but at the same time, there's so many, to be to have so many things that aren't winning football tonight and still have the lead going into the fourth quarter is one of those where you think, okay, if we can just continue to get better and clean a lot of this stuff up, then we got a chance to be the team that we thought we were going to be.